Hi guys, Robbo46 here. Welcome yourselves to round 4 of the SuperBike League on Ride 2 on the Xbox One. Today we're racing at Donington just like we did with the Super Sports, but this time obviously SuperBikes. It was going to be an interesting race. We pretty much had a full lobby. Well, we did have a complete full lobby, but unfortunately someone disconnected just as the race was about to start. So we were down to 11 people. Let's go and get this race started. On the front row, not on pole position, but here we go, Donington Park. Initial start was okay, but unfortunately I ended up pulling a couple of wheelies, which lost me a bit of drive, and then all hell broke loose into the first corner as a bike tried to come up the inside of me, flipped all over the place, another bike crashed in front of me. Unfortunately we were back down to 7th place. You can see the start from Matt's perspective as well. We were actually trying to figure out what actually caused that bit of a ruckus at the first corner. You don't get a decent idea from Matt's perspective because he was in the lead. You just see a bike fly over him. But we got Dylan's footage as well, which shows us a lot clearer what actually happened. Pretty much have someone try to barge their way through on 2 bikes, and one of them, or 2 of them actually, come off, and then another one flies all over the place. But back with me, so 7th place. So lucky not to get taken out by flying bikes at the first corner. It was a bit horrendous, a bit chaotic, but managed to get through that okay. It was a bit of a weird incident, obviously, when it was happening during the race, or when it happened at that time. It was a bit sketchy, but 7th place. But we did manage to get a good run on Tito to go up to 6th place. As we go into here, try and get a semi-decent exit out of there. So 6th place. Obviously we've got the Foggy S's coming up next. I didn't want to go stupid into then dive bomb anyone, so nice and early on the brakes. Try and get a good exit out there, which I end up doing. Managed to get a good run on Surfing Kid, who is actually Kevin McCowan. He's just using his brother's account because he's run out of a gold membership for Xbox Live. So we're up to 5th place. A bit of a wheelie there and an accident for someone. So we're actually up to 4th place now, going into the final corner. A little bit wide, managed to just about cut it back for a very late apex. So 4th place at the moment. We're going to switch back to Matt, who's on the left, and Dylan on the right to complete their first lap. So Dylan just moved up to 3rd place now as they start to go down the crane of curves. Matt is in the lead. He's got Batman's mate just behind him. As they exit the old hairpin, Batman's mate goes over the curb, pulls a big wheelie, and Dylan is through into 2nd place and all over the back of Matt. Dylan had Morland just behind him, trying to get through as well. Dylan trying to find a way past Matt at the moment as they come onto the Dunlop straight. Dylan trying to get a better drive. Not using the slipstream. So go into the Foggy S's. And Dylan manages to get a better exit out of the S's and moves into the lead and relegates Matt down to 2nd place. So Morland in 3rd at the moment. Batman's mate in 3rd at the moment, sorry. He'd got back ahead of Morland. And that was their first lap done. So Dylan in the lead at the moment, Matt in 2nd, going very wide into the last corner, and Batman's mate and Morland fighting in 3rd. So back with me now for the start of the 2nd lap. So we're in 4th place, and you've got Morland just ahead of us. I think that was actually Batman's mate who wheelied and crashed. So that's where he lost his battle for 3rd place. So yeah, we were up to 4th place anyway, but we're now trying to catch Morland in 3rd, Matt in 2nd, and Dylan in 1st place. So that bike we saw wheeling crash a little while ago, that was Batman's mate. You may have just seen like a bike sliding along the floor there in the distance. That was I don't actually know who that was, but that was just lag. When I saw that when I was racing, I thought someone had crashed there, but it wasn't. It was lag. as I soon returned to the track. Went into the foggy S's way too hot, way too deep. So that lost us a little bit of time. We've got someone who's not that far behind us either, Kevin McCowan in 5th place. So I needed to kind of get a little bit of a hurry up and see if I could catch Armorland on his Kawasaki. But he was catching Matt, and we were kind of going with them a little bit. So just had to try and keep pushing. There's only lap 3, so still had plenty of time left. Wide into the first corner, completely missed that apex. Go down crane and curves again. For some reason I couldn't hit the apex on the left hand side. I think I maybe only hit it once throughout the whole race. I don't know why. I didn't struggle with that in time trial, but for some reason I think I was just trying too hard to go down there a bit too quick. It just kept sending me a bit wide. So yeah, kept missing that apex unfortunately, but we're almost with Armorland. We're catching him. 0.7 of a second the gap. Kevin McCowan is 1.5 seconds behind, so we're pulling away from him. Bellini man disconnected, and as we go into the S's, I don't know what happened to Armorland. He just pretty much went straight on. Don't know whether he just completely fucked up his braking or what, but that gave us a good run to go up to 3rd place. But he wasn't going to give up 3rd without a fight as he comes back up to 3rd. Try and get a better run, pulling a massive wheelie, just about keeping him behind us into the final corner. And trying to get a good run out the final corner, but trying to keep the front end down as well. Armorland using the slipstream manages to come back into 3rd place, but going into the first corner, unfortunately too much front brake and down he goes. So we are back up to 3rd place, and Matt is a little bit further away in 2nd place, so I had to see if I could try and catch him. But we're on lap 4 and into the old hairpin. He unfortunately has an accident, which allows us to move into 2nd place. We'll see that from Matt's perspective, so come down crane and curves. Dylan just ahead of him, going into the old hairpin, cuts it a bit too much, across the curb, and down he goes. And you may have heard him there as well. So he was down to 3rd, but because he lost loads of momentum, Armorland came back through as well into 4th, and then these two have a bit of a battle going on. We've also got Kevin McCowan in 5th place as well. He's just caught him up. So Matt just losing out to Kevin there. Goes on the curb, loses a bit of drive. So he was down to 5th place now, trying to overtake Kevin into the S's. And then a bit of an incident there. Kevin went a bit wide into there and cut across the grass, and then when he rejoined the track, obviously Matt was there as well, and they had a bit of a collision and he ended up crashing. Back with me now, lap number 4 still, and I'm trying to see if I can catch Dylan, which is going to be a bit of an ask, but I was going to try anyway, see what we could do. So almost halfway through the race already. We got a pretty decent gap to 3rd and 4th behind us, so I didn't have to panic. I could try and just tick off the laps as we were going and see what the sector times were, to see if I could catch Dylan or not. The gap at the moment was 3.1 seconds and over 2 seconds behind us. So quite a big gap to Dylan. It was going to take a lot of concentration and a small miracle if I could actually catch him. So we finish lap number 4 now, start of lap number 5, and it's still pretty much exactly the same gap, 3.1 seconds. Could I hit the apex on the left hand part of crane and curves? Almost, getting closer, but not as quick as I need to be through there for some reason. Just wasn't happening. Still 2nd place at the moment. On lap number 5, people keep joining and exiting the lobby, which is a bit annoying because it does make the frame rate drop slightly, as some of the other guys experience when people kept joining and quitting the lobby, which is really annoying. Come to the S's again. Good line through there, probably one of the best drives I got through there, apart from pulling a fucking massive wheelie which lost us quite a bit of time and went wide at the Melbourne hairpin as well. Right, so we're with Matt at the end of lap number 5. Our Moorland has just gone very wide and a bit of lag there as he comes back past. So Matt in 4th at the moment. Our Moorland goes wide again and unfortunately Matt can't quite get him there. Moorland did go on the curb, which may have lost him a little bit of drive. And they go into the first corner. Matt tries to get up the inside of Moorland and does so. So Matt moves back up to 3rd place. But Moorland was going to fight for it. So you go down Crane of Curves. Moorland got a better exit into the old hairpin. So Moorland was back up to 3rd place. Matt all over the curb. And then trying to outbrake our Moorland there. Not quite working. So go uphill. Our Moorland just managing to stay in front despite Matt trying his hardest to get past him. Moorland may have lost a bit of drive there as he went onto the grass slightly as they go into the S's. Matt went in a bit too hot. And someone was catching him just behind. But on lap 7 now, still with Matt in 4th place, but makes a huge mistake and ends up in the gravel, losing 4th place. I think that was to Demons. So Matt is down to 5th place. Back with me now, lap number 8. And Dylan had a pretty big lead. I wasn't catching him. Or the gap was kind of yo-yoing. Some sectors it was coming down, other sectors it was going back up. So it was at the moment over 5 seconds. It wasn't looking like I was going to be able to catch him. We had our Moorland, who was in 3rd place, 6 seconds behind us. So we were kind of in no man's land where the gap in front was too big to be able to catch, and the gap behind was really comfortable that they couldn't catch me. So I just had to keep going. We're on the penultimate lap now. So just get through this lap and then we are on the final lap of the race. It was definitely going better than the last race. Last race I got 3rd despite having 2 crashes. This race, no crashes. Pulling away from our Moorland still. But Dylan's still just edging away in the lead. Even though we've just done we're going as quick as we have done so far, we've just invalidated our lap by kissing the grass. To the S's. Bit too hot into there, but not too bad. Not as bad as we done on one of the opening laps. So 5.4 seconds was the gap up to Dylan. It's over 7 seconds to our Moorland now. Through the final corner for the penultimate time. And now it's time to start the final lap of round 4 of the Superbike League race on Road 2. It was just time to bring it home. I was still trying to push even on the final lap, because obviously anything can happen, as we all know. But the first sector wasn't that good. But up ahead, Dylan had a bit of a moment as he was coming to catch a back marker, which kind of scared him a little bit because the back marker crashed. Dylan went across the grass, so that slowed him down a little bit. See the drop in frame rate when someone joins the lobby as well. Really annoying. So a bit further behind, you see that you'll see in a minute that the gap had come down a little bit because of that error from Dylan. It's under 4 seconds. The back marker staying well out of the way, side of the track, so I managed to get through nice and cleanly. Over 8.2 seconds behind to our Moorland into the S's. Now 2 corners to go, so it's going to be a second place. So we're going 0.7 of a second quicker than we have done all race, which a bit too little too late. Pulling a big wheelie. Final corner. And that was it. Job done. Dylan took the win, followed by myself in second place. And now we just wait for third place. Our Moorland. But he did have quite a big penalty. We did see him go straight on at the S's. I think that's where he got his penalty. See, Demons actually gets third place. Our Moorland 4th. Matt 5th. Jack in 6th place. Batman's Mate 7th. Kevin McCowan as Surfing Kid in 8th. And then Tito in 9th. Team Punk Mofo, who was the person who got lapped, came home in 10th. Pellini Man 11th, who disconnected, and Hammered Relic will get 12th because he did try to start the race but unfortunately ended up disconnecting. Championship points. Dylan has moved into the lead now with 79 points. Myself is in second with 74 points. Demons is third with 65, with Matt in 4th with 54, closely followed by Moorland in 5th with 53. Batman's Mate is 6th with 38. Jack 7th with 36, so those two are close together as well. Kevin McCowan is 8th now with 27 points. Tito 2 points behind him in 9th with 25 points. Brandy Scales, who's no longer racing, is 10th with 20 points. Danny D, who didn't race either, in 11th with 18 points. And you got Burns in 12th with 6 points. Team Punk Mofo in 13th with 6 points as well. Pellini Man in 14th with 5 points. And Hammered Relic in 15th with 4 points. And you see there that Dylan was awarded half a penalty point for his incident at the last race with Kevin McCowan. So that is the championship standings so far. It's pretty tight. Obviously, we got 6 more races left to go. The next race is at Road America, and that will be on the 14th of February, so next Tuesday. That's going to be an interesting race. Really long start-finish straight. Overall, Donington was quite a clean race. We had a couple of incidents. That first corner was horrendous. Not sure what our race direction is going to make of that, but I'll send them the footage and see what they say. But yeah, anyway, that is it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content, and I shall see you guys in the next video. See you!